Now, many of us have been through lockdowns in recent years, but in the German town Waldorf, it's cats who've been on a curfew. They have, in the last few hours, legally been allowed to leave their homes for the first time in 3 months. Authorities there introduced a cat lockdown in May, banning them from leaving the house without a lead to stop them injuring or killing an endangered bird species. But the lockdowns will occur regularly, and if owners don't follow the rules, they'll face fines in the hundreds or even thousands of euros. Jessie Morgan is CEO of Predator Free New Zealand Trust. She joins us live from Wanaka. Now, Jessie, good to see you. What do you make of what's happening in Germany?
Oh, it's a very interesting move by the government there. Cats are highly skilled hunters and great predators around the world, and depending on where they're located, they could do severe damage to native wildlife.
Do you have a problem with cats where you are in New Zealand?
Yes, in New Zealand we have a lot of flightless birds and birds that nest on the ground, and so that evolved in New Zealand without any introduced mammalian predators. So cats are a huge problem here for our native species, who are basically defenceless against cats.
So cats not native to where you are in New Zealand, but devil's advocate, they are native across Europe. Surely this is just wildlife doing its thing.
Yeah, well, these birds, my understanding, these crested larks are highly endangered and down to a few last breeding pairs. So I'm guessing the local government is trying to do anything they can to protect these birds, and reducing the roaming of domestic cats is really important. But they also need a strategy around stray cats and feral cats to ensure that they're not being predated on by other cats. I think it's interesting if the cats are native to the area, because what is predating on those cats? And obviously there's a high density of cats, with cats being introduced and owned and looked after at home and potentially protected from those predators. So their numbers are probably out of whack from what they would be naturally occurring in that area.
There's a bit of a carrot and stick approach here with these fines and threats of lockdowns, arguably much more the stick side of it. But what does a good cat owner look like?
Yeah, so responsible cat ownership is really important, and not letting your cats roam is actually an important part of keeping your cats safe and preventing them from getting run over or harmed by other things in the environment. The other things we recommend in New Zealand are desexing your cat so it doesn't add to the unwanted population of kittens, and microchipping your cat so that if it is found wandering, it can be returned safely to its owners. So as owners, when you take a cat into your home as an important companion, it is really important that you have the means to keep your cats home as much as possible. And I think that is a change for many parts of the world where we have let our cats roam in the past because we were unaware of the damage that they did to the native wildlife.
OK, we'll leave it there. Jessie Morgan from Predator Free New Zealand Trust. Thanks for making the time for us. Appreciate it.
Cool. Thanks very much. See you.